Hi, I'm Chris Newsom. I'm here today as part of our Arbor Day celebration. We're going to talk about tree selection, site selection for our trees, and how to care for our trees so they'll grow healthy in the future. When selecting a tree, you need to consider your site conditions, whether you had overhead utilities or underground utilities. If you're not sure about your underground utilities, please call 811 and they'll come out and locate them for you. The other things to consider in that is sunlight. Does the tree like full sun, partial sun? Does it have well-drained soil or wet soils? Those are all factors to consider. Other things are foundations, houses, objects that may be in the way of the tree. We have selected the willow oak, which is a native species to the southeast. We have selected this species because it likes well-drained soils and full sun. The first step in planting a tree is marking your location where you would like to plant the tree. The next step is go check the size of your root ball. When you're digging the hole, it needs to be twice as wide and half as deep as the root ball of the tree. The next step is to make sure that the hole is clean and free of any debris like rocks or sticks. The next step is to remove the tree from the container. Once that's done, take a look at the roots. As they grow in the container, they'll swirl around. And at this point is where we're going to want to root prune or score the tree to help it grow healthier in the future and to stimulate root growth outward and not in a circle. Now that the roots are scored, the tree is ready to be planted and placed in the hole. This point is when we can check our depth of our hole. So we know at the surface level, the tree is just at the surface level or slightly above the grass line. The next step is to start backfilling the hole with the native soils. At this point, you just want to kind of rake it back in. You don't want it too compacted, too tight. This way it'll help you get the tree stabilized and you can make sure that it's upright and straight and where you want it to be. Now that the tree's in the hole, we have backfilled it with soil and lightly compacted it. At this point, you want to walk around the tree, look at all sides, and make sure the tree is straight up and down, is not leaning one way or the other. And once you're done with that step, you want to lightly compact the soil more so the tree won't fall over and it has some stability. At this point, you step back, look at the tree, make sure it's not leaning in any direction. And if you do notice it's leaning, at this point is a good time where you can come in, move the tree, maybe with a shovel, come back and compact it to help straighten it up so it doesn't lean in a direction. Now that you made sure your tree is straight, you can come back and use the heel of your foot or the back of your shovel and lightly compact the soil around the tree to make sure that it has a firm location. You don't want to be too tough on this. This step is where we backfill any holes that we may have, and then we want to bring our soil out to our tree line, to our drip line, and start making a saucer that helps hold the water in. It's also important to make sure that we remove any soil or mulch from the tree collar so we don't have roots coming out of the tree collar, which is detrimental to the tree. The next and final step in planting a tree is mulching. Mulch is important because it helps hold moisture, nutrients to the tree base. But one key important thing about mulching is you want to keep any mulch away from the root collar of the tree. Thanks for watching this video. I hope it was informative, and happy Arbor Day.